So everything about your car is going to feel factory. The only thing is you will have a camera button on the left. If you press the camera button, it will show you the front camera. Press it one more time, it'll go back to the factory screen. And it's all for safety, right? Just by having a front camera visibility, you'll make sure that nobody or nothing is in front of your car when you are driving your car forward. What is up, guys? We have here the brand new 2026 Toyota Sienna, and we are very excited to do our very first front camera adapter installation on this car, and we are going to combine it with our brand new B-Cam 13 front camera. And in addition to all the features that our old adapter offers on our older Toyotas, it also offers one more video input. So if you want to add another camera source in addition to the front camera, you definitely can do so with our CS15. And our B-Cam 13 is our new front camera solution. This one is much more universal to the application and how you install it. So we'll show you how both of these installs. So let's stop talking, let's go inside the car and get these installed. All right, guys, the first thing we want to do once we get in the car is locate this plastic panel right behind the radio screen, and we're going to pop this off. It's just being held by clips. You need to use one of these panel removal tools, and you're basically going to go under here and pry it up. All right, so just to explain to you guys how I remove this, it could be a little bit tricky. You're going to have to go from left to right a few times. You could release the bag just to lift it a little bit, and once you do that, grab the panel removal tool, place it around here, pull it up until you see a gap, until a bigger gap is formed here, and then put it here, and then you're going to push it up from here. And next, if you look behind the radio, there's 4 10mm bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so once those bolts are out, lay a thick towel right under here. I'm gonna pull it out, I'm gonna set it on top of this towel here. And while you're doing this, unplug this connector all the way to the left side. You'll see it, it's in the bottom left. Just don't forget to reconnect it when we reinstall it. If you want, you can also disconnect these 2 cables up here too as well, the black and the brown. So after you remove these 2 cables, you'll be able to pull back on the radio a bit more. And the connectors that we're going to be focusing on today are going to be these 2 connectors right here. So here are the 2 bags that's going to be inside your CS15 kit. So one of the kits here composes of these 2 white connectors. So let's disconnect these 2. So press down on the release tab and pull up, and we'll grab these connectors. The B will connect to the center connector, and the A will connect here, like so. Okay, let's reroute this, make sure we don't have any wires that are tangled. And now we are left with this here, and this connector will connect here, like so. And on the other side, we have this optional connector. We're gonna use this as well. All right, so the main front camera will connect to this RCA here that's connected to the box. And if you want to add a secondary RCA video input, you have it here, that which is the additional harness that's connected here. But although we're not going to utilize a secondary video input, we are going to use this camera ground and camera power. And next we have the switch. Let me unplug the connector to the switch. The other side of the switch cable will connect to the box right under SW. And next, all we have to do is route this cable, and we'll get this in the factory blank switch on the left side of the steering wheel, and we'll get the front camera installed by the other Eric, and he will route the front camera cables through the engine bay and the firewall on the passenger side, and it's going to loop back up behind the radio and connect it back to here, and also the power and the ground wire here. So while Eric is getting ready at the other office, let me route this cable to the left side of the car. So I'm going to disconnect this for now. All right, and using some panel removal tools, let's remove some panels on the left side of the car. All right, so on the driver's side here, we want to get behind here. We're going to put it right next to the automatic high beam button. And to get behind here, we have to just pull off some panels. We'll start off by pulling this panel off to the left side, just all being held by clips. And I'll just leave it like this for now. And let me see if this pops off too. All right, let me just start popping some panels off here as well. Here we go. This and this is actually one piece. Even though there's a seam over here, it's actually one piece. All right, there it is. Pull this out. Now let me get behind this over here. All right, there we go. All right, so we're gonna continue on and route the cable. So we're gonna go from here and then back from the back of the radio. And to do this, let me try to actually start off from the top. Let's see if that works. If it doesn't, we'll go from the bottom up. All right, so it's a little difficult to just route the cable down there with just the cable itself. So I'm gonna use this wire routing tool. If you guys don't have this, you can use a clothes hanger. So with this grabbing tool, just gonna grab it right here and just pull on it and then just fish it in to the back of the radio. All right, so once it's here, let's connect it onto the box right here. And let's mount the other side. Let's route the cable, and that will complete the installation of the CS15 EP with the button. And now all we have to do is connect the RCA, the power, and the ground to the front camera wires. Okay, so here it is here. We're gonna go under the steering wheel. Let's go right here. All right, there it is. Now let's carefully route these wires and zip tie it so that it doesn't come down and go in the way of your driving. All right guys, for all of you guys watching, if you guys just only remove this part, you do not have to go through these steps to put this back. So you guys that's been paying attention, you can ignore these steps that I'm doing right now. All right, sweet. This part is all done. Let me help Eric connect the power, ground, and the RCA cable.
Hey guys, Eric number 2 here with Beatsonic. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna route this front camera on this 2026 Toyota Sienna. It's gonna be the same concept as all the other ones that we did, except for right here, we're a little bit limited on the space and try to get this centered. Normally this would mount like this, but this time we're gonna do something different and mount it the other way. Also right here, we're gonna mount it right in there. So you see this just enough space right there. The customer did say that he doesn't want it to poke out as much. So we're gonna get a Dremel. We're gonna kind of chisel our way into here just so that it fits a little bit more snug in there, a little bit more on the inside. First things first, we're gonna do the routing. The new CS15 cameras made it a lot easier to route just because they have this, the extension. The extension in this tool, you get this on Amazon. I forgot what it was called, but it's a puncture tool for wiring. You'll find it, it's like $4. The smaller end actually fits in perfectly. So once you puncture through, you just keep feeding it all the way and then it sticks out the other end. And once it comes out on the other end, you just pull it, all of it comes out, everyone's happy and has a nice day. The top right of the AC fan motor, you'll feel that rubber grommet. So when you feel it around, you'll see the AC motor fan, it looks like this circular thing. And then once you reach to the right here, you'll feel it. The bottom right is kind of where we have the most access to. That would probably be the easiest. And then we'll feed it through the hole. And then we'll reach our hand in here and there you go. So to wire this, I will go under the low pressure valve for the AC, and then I will probably hug this underneath too. I'll like zip tie it kind of right there, then under here, kind of put it under here, and then we'll route the camera following the grommet here. See that black snake thing going down right here, all the way, and then we'll see what we're working with in the front. Yeah, it's pretty easy once you get past that part. It's very thick, so where the grommet is, it's right over where the glove box is, and you have about this much space. So when you do puncture, you do kind of have to go at like a 45-degree angle. If you are uncomfortable doing that, go ahead and give us a call here at Beatsonic USA, 714-994-1085. We specialize in all Toyota and Lexus. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward, so I didn't really explain it as much, but if you get stuck on this part, back here, the 2 Phillips screws, once you untie it, you just flip this around and then you screw it, and then look, you have a backwards camera. Here, same as all the Toyotas, you just do a nice little push, 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 push. See, right here, gap. This is where your horn is, beep, beep, you know what I'm saying? right here. Go through here. You see my finger right here? That's what we're gonna go through. First things first, we're gonna a little bit on the inside to give it a little bit more of that gap. As you've seen in the other videos, you don't want to drop these cameras. If you drop it on the lens, then it's just no good shit, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I will hug this, go straight down here. I'll hug that wire loom. I go straight through here. Once I give it to my finger, I could pull it through. There's a wire loom here, if you see it right there. That might be cleaner actually. So I'll come up, hug that. I'll go across right here. And then when the cover's on, you won't be able to see it. I'll come right here underneath. I'll hug it to this. And then I'll go behind the coolant reservoir and we'll do the connection right there. So we'll tape, clean that body up, put this back on, and we're actually done on our part. Okay, so from right here, it's gonna come straight up, make it look clean, and we're just gonna tug right here where my finger is. All right, and then just to make sure nothing else is loose, we'll probably give it another zip tie right here where this comes out. Right here, we'll catch it right here to this harness. And then from that harness, we'll go right underneath all the way around, and we'll tie it all to this one right here. But then we'll make sure that we kind of have a space for it down here, or we'll actually hug it in the back of right here so that it's not really visible. All right, right there, and this is straight.
All right, so here is the harness from the front camera, and here's our other wire. So we're just gonna match the colors and connect them. But in order to do that, you'll need some wire connectors. You can use any wire connectors you prefer. We have some bullet connectors here, so it's gonna connect the bullet connectors on it. All right, so I'll prepare the ends, I'll snip it off, get enough wires, and then I'll crimp it onto these bullet connectors. And once I have all these connected, I also like to take the additional step to insulate it with some additional electric tape. Terrific. And let me go ahead and just insulate this whole area here that's not being used. Now all we need to do is connect these two connectors and we are done. So it looks like Eric already have the wires over there. So let me route it to behind the radio and let's connect it. Okay, we'll grab this and we'll just have to connect it right here. And let me also wrap that up with some electric tape. And then connect the RCA cable right here. And that's it, guys. And there's plenty of space behind here to mount it. So I'm gonna place the double-sided tape here and just put it flat on the back. All right, next we got the radio back in. We tested it and it looks like it's working pretty well. So let me screw all the 10mm bolts back on the top, and then that will conclude the installation. All right guys, so we just finished installing our CS15 front camera adapter along with our B-Cam 13 front camera. So let me show you how everything works. So let's first turn on the car. So everything about your car is gonna feel factory. You will absolutely not notice anything different about your car. The only thing is you will have a camera button on the left. And with the default setting, if you press the camera button, it will show you the front camera like so. You press it one more time, it'll go back to the factory screen. So we're gonna change it so that the second press will turn on the factory backup camera. And on top of that, we'll also turn on the automatic front camera feature where when the car slows down into parking lot speed, it'll turn on automatically. So we're gonna turn on those two functions so that we'll be able to utilize as much functionality as we can in this vehicle. So let me show you how to do that. So first, we're gonna turn off the car. All right, so if you guys go to the instructions manual, it'll tell you how to program. Here, there's many different type of programming settings that we could work on. So what you need to do is push and hold the camera button. While you do so, let's turn on the car. And we are going to observe the blinking. So we want to change the front camera auto turn on. So we're going to change until the LED starts blinking green. And there it is. And now we are in the front camera auto turn on settings. Right now we see one blink. Press it again. You see two blinks. So two blinks on mode B means it's enabled. So once you enable it, just push and hold to save the setting. And you'll see a lot of flashing LED that confirms that the setting was saved. Okay, the second setting we want to turn on is push to view. The push to view is going to be mode D. Mode D, so it's gonna be the rapid flash green. So push and hold the camera button and turn on the car while keeping your finger on the button, and just wait until the flash turns to rapid green flash. So we got the slow red, slow green, fast red, rapid red, and then it's gonna be rapid green. That's when we're gonna let off. There it is. You see one, press it again. You see two blinks. Now we have the function turned on. Now push and hold it one more time. And there we go. So now we have both functionality turned on, the automatic front camera turn on feature, and also the push to view rear camera. So let me show you now the push to view front camera. So one press will take you to the front camera. The second press will take you to the backup camera. And once the car is driven, once it gets down to parking lot speeds, it will turn on automatically so that it will always assist you when you're parking your vehicle. All right guys, well that concludes our installation demonstration of our CS15 front camera adapter combined with our B-Cam 13 front camera. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, or you can email us at bsonikusa.com. This product is ready to purchase on our bsonikusa.com website. It's in stock and we could get it out to your doorsteps in no time. And it's all for safety, right? Just by having a front camera visibility, you'll make sure that nobody or nothing is in front of your car when you are driving your car forward. Thank you very much for watching. And if you haven't yet, help our channel, hit that subscribe button and give us that like. Thank you very much and see you guys on the next video.